Hello guys, hello! Wow, oh, why is my OBS drop frames? My OBS KB, I gotta look this up. How are you guys doing, by the way? It's quite early, eh? Quite interesting. How are you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing today? Also, hello Sugar, welcome! Hello Squid, hello Curleen. Welcome to everyone who's here. We are chilling, relaxing, and having a good time today. How are you guys doing? Welcome. Got my tea, got my water. I'm all prepared for today's stream. As we're going to be playing, of course, Coffee Talk. And of course, I'm going to look up. You call me on my lunch break? Hey, no worries. I'm glad I could make it during your lunch break, Squid. That's good, that's good. Cause we just chillin', we relaxing. And I'm gonna have a quick look on how the KBPS is bad. Ooh, you know what I mean? Yeah, how are you guys doing, chat? I guess we can get right into it, I guess. Just so I'm not stalling for too long. Also, for some reason, my OBS is just not like... It's not like, you know, OBSing properly, you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's a bit crazy, you know what I mean? Oh, what the heck? Bro, what the... What? Bro, we just started, guys. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Also, that looks delicious. Wow. Lunch and applesauce. That looks very delicious, Squid. Very delicious. God damn. God damn. True, it is 5 AM for me. Maybe I totally forgot, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. I'm just chilling, guys. I'm just chilling. We're gonna play some more Coffee Talk, because we love Coffee Talk, right, chat? And peas? That seems very delicious. That looks very delicious. So early. It's 12:30 here? Ooh. Yeah, I came at a weird time. I came by to stream at a definitely a weird time, yeah. Let me go to my settings. I want to go into my OBS settings. How's this? If I put the update on this. Okay, I think we're making good progress. On, like, you know, doing the thing. Oh wow, I think our frames is doing good now. So we're without our late nighters, lunchtime, and early morning crew. Pretty much, yeah. We've got a bit of everyone here today. Man, my KBPS is like so low. I'm gonna have to find out what the issue is after stream. Because that is crazy. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. And mid-afternoon too, 3:40 p.m. Ah, yes. All of you guys are coming in at like late afternoons and stuff. So I hope it's not too bad, guys. I hope it's not too bad. Okay, now let's actually open Coffee Talk. I've been stalling for too long. Stalled for too long, chat. There we go. Coffee Talk for the early morningers. And I think to set the mood, I hope you guys don't mind, if I also do this to the background. If you don't mind if I put a filter on the background. Look at this, guys. And then even better, let me go to my, where is it? No, not that one. Oops, not to see that one. Ooh, what coffee do you have going? I have caramel coffee right now, guys. Caramel coffee. So it's pretty chill. Caramel coffee, guys. Caramel coffee, guys. Caramel coffee. Hey, look at this, guys. I got caramel coffee from, what's that main coffee brand again? I can't remember. But yeah, I got that coffee brand. I don't know what I forgot what it was, but it's coffee. It's coffee. Barista, progress. Cream and sugar or nah? Nah, I just have just sugar. Sugar and milk and coffee. And boiling hot water. Yeah, very quiet, very chill, I kind of want to turn my light off, quickly set the mood. I hope you guys can still see my face in this darkness. Thankfully you can, which is good. Thank God I can freaking turn the lights off while I play. I thought it wasn't gonna work. Wait, really, Squid? Oh. Who the heck just farted? How dare you? I hope it. Thank you. I'm glad it's not too dark. You know what I mean? This game is really bright, isn't it? Yeah, in any case, I'll save some of this stuff for later. I'm gonna bid for that, cause I really want that. I'm not gonna give that up. Anyways, let's continue. Okay, where were we? You. What do you mean, me? I didn't do anything. I'm just chilling. I'm just relaxing, guys. I'm just chilling. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you two. How'd it go at the hospital today? Well, it was fine, except I was a little exhausted. I did not do that. Come on, guys. What are you guys gaslighting me for, eh? What are you guys gaslighting me for? How dare you guys gaslight me? The stream just started. Also, when we do hydrate, I'll do water, coffee, water, coffee, water, coffee. We'll get a little bit of it. We'll get a little bit of I can't talk. A little bit of everything. Speaking of coffee, I want to have a sip right now. That's some good coffee. You know, the only way I could ever have coffee is probably sweet. That's my favorite kind of coffee. Just sweet coffee, pretty much. Nope. Sometimes I get pre-fury symptoms. Pre-fury symptoms? That's weird. Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. You are a werewolf. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like, bro, this whole time this guy's talking about being, like, unleashing his fury mode, and I'm like, is this guy a werewolf? Probably. But to hear him say, yes, I am, thank God. I'm like, okay, I can confirm. I can confirm that he attracts a lot of people from the male and women audience. Women love him. Men want to be with him. Oh, I think I said that quote wrong. Or did I say it right? Maybe? A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for fury. And that changes the way they react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask. But it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. Hello? What? Be like, ladies in chat, are you listening closely? I'm joking. This is 5 AM Malosi we're talking about. It's all jokes here. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. What other stuff? What are you talking about? What other stuff are you talking about, man? Small, but annoying. Really? That doesn't sound pleasant. No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit crankier as well. Is there a drink that could help you with that? I never found one, but if anyone can come up with it, it's you, Malosi. I mean, normally, I'd give Gala the Galahad, but it seems like that's not the drink here, I'm guessing. I'm guessing that's not the drink option here. Mainly because it probably might not work, I'm guessing. What day is it today? I forgot. Okay, there you go, I found it. Since a Galahad can soothe your fury, maybe it would work pre-fury as well, chat? A lot of pressure. Exactly, I don't want this guy going full fury and attacking the coffee store. We gotta keep it chill. A Galahad, both no caffeine and maybe blue? I got you. See, look at this chat. We're the best brewer. We're the best barista in Brotown. Doesn't that look amazing? Doesn't that drink look amazing, guys? That looks like a beautiful drink. Would you guys drink that? If I made Gala tea for you, would you drink it? Here you go, Gala tea for you. Gala. That's Gala there. Seems like he's got a cat, which is very adorable. So let's check the stories. Yo, it's Lucas Paul with his team. I'm joking, obviously. It's too pretty to drink. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, I don't know. No. It takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation, and so on. That almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order. Not like I'm a time traveler or anything. That'd be awkward. That'd be very awkward. Call it a sixth sense. Right, let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Oh, that's a whole lot of new stuff. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed. I'm very happy to hear that. He's looking very intently at Galahad. That's why I'm thinking Hyde might be gay. Cause like, damn, the way he looks at Hyde, the way he looks at Galahad's like, damn, very big man, very big man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What's with the long looks, you two? Did something happen? Actually, Malosi, I guess I'll just come up with it. I need your help. My help? Come on, I wasn't that bad. No, I was so tired today, I nearly fell asleep on the job. Ugh. More importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, soaking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this and I'm getting worried. There's nothing to worry about. You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. Should know by now when I feel when Fury's about to hit. I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all? You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Real, that's literally me. That's what I would do, honestly. Looking so gloomy it sucked the color out of the room. It's not the first time either. It's constant these days. Please help me help them, Malosi. I'm at my wit's end. Wow. Mr. Hyde. I swear this is a reference to Jekyll and Hyde, the book. That's a book, right? No, it's not a book. It's a fairy tale. No. It's something, that's for sure. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're a gay. I mean, yeah. Or I would be, if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. What? And I've never been this bored in my entire life. So this guy, he's 40 years old, and he's getting bored. Bro, are you serious, mate? Ugh. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. 40 years in vampire years. Oh, is that 400? I'm not saying how old that is in other species' years. Eyes on the prize, Malosi. Intervention first, gossip later. True. I was about to start yapping. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job. Hey, no need to shout. Suspicious. He's irritated about it. I'm not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs, but modeling stopped being fun ages ago. You did mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling then? I mean, he looks like the perfect model, but he's probably been doing it for years. Years and years and years. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? I remember these two. Yeah, man. Hell yeah, Curleen. Yo, it's the gay couple. No, I'm joking. But they might as well be. Oh well, they are as close as you can get. Like without becoming a couple. These two are as close as you can get without becoming a couple. So it's nice. I very much like it. You got the two sides. Also, hello Baghdad. Hello, welcome. Welcome Baghdad. Hello. How are you doing, Baghdad? And how is your comic? And how is your art going? I saw your t-shirt that you sent me. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. It's all just so free. Let me have a sip of my coffee. Hi, Baghdad. Welcome. I always gotta send my message. Oh my god, I love that coffee. I love that coffee so much, guys. As soon as I finish it, I might do a be right back and then just to make some more coffee, bro. Ugh, that was delicious. I'll be sure to hydrate as well, of course. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Baghdad. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Baghdad, for coming in. So they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns I featured and stayed on billboards for months, and I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I endorsed something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came, and it all became disposable. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the brand posts it online, and it gets attention for what, 10 minutes? Hey, no worries. Hey, that's cool. I'm proud of you, Baghdad. That's cool. Heck yeah. I'm glad you got complimented by a professional artist. That's cool. That's really cool. Think of that as encouragement, like motivation for you to keep going. That's very cool. That's very cool. Then another campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Blink and it's gone. That's what it seems like these days. Like, unless you're like in school or work, like in the work grind, the internet is like a lot of touch and go. You know what I mean? The internet is a lot of like touch and go. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days though? With the slow fashion and the like? That's true. And people are getting into vintage clothes too. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same. What about your fans? You have so many people following you. Mentioned that last night and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. Hey yo, let me screenshot this. I want to screenshot this and put this in my screenshot section. I want to put this in my gaming section in my Discord. Yeah, I might ask Tia or something if she could I hope Tia is doing well, by the way. I gotta ask her if she can like potentially add that section to it. So are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered, that became part of their lives in a real way. You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you? That's not the same thing. Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference. I've also recently been asked to work on a visual novel. Yo, that's sick! Oh my gosh! Baghdad, I hope you're getting paid to make the visual novel, because your art is amazing, Baghdad. Your art is great. So you deserve a chance to be well paid in exchange for creating great art. Yeah, that's very exciting, yeah. Let me type that down. There you go. I've been working on my Dagestan English, where like I try to break down how I talk to like the core stuff. Like this cool, this funny guy, this cool guy. You know what I mean? You basically just kind of like break down your words a bit so it's better to understand. I love it. I love simplifying myself. And Baghdad, we're very happy for you. I'm excited, bro. Baghdad, you have gotta send me. You have to, Baghdad. You have to send. You should send that to me when you're finished, because I would love to see the progress. I would love to see the progress. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hard-working vampire? This guy just rolled his eyes. It's no worries at all, Baghdad. It's no worries. We're very excited. Very excited. I gotta type this down. I gotta keep typing as we chat. You see what I'm dealing with, Malosi? I see what you mean. He wants to leave a mark, but he doesn't want to do stuff like being a doctor, which is totally fair. It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink on hand, Mr. Hyde? Yeah, that sounds good. It might be something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy, recently or when we first met? Coffee, coffee, ginger. Coffee, coffee, and ginger. It's nice to see him in chat every once in a while. That's why I tend to stream at different. Would it be easier to do some volunteer work? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Volunteer work seems like the way to go, yeah. That way you'll see the very hot, the very attractive Mr. Hyde doing volunteer work, and people would be more inclined to do the same. It's very nice, very smart. I'm probably gonna give up on this job. Right now I'm working on my own manga van shots. Ooh! What is van shots? Let me look that up. Oh, one-shots! Oh yeah, Baghdad! Okay, Baghdad. Okay, when you make it, send it to me. Like, you can post it on Twitter, or like, B-Sky, or like TikTok, and I'll share it, yeah. I'll share it for you. Yeah, cause I want to help you out. I want to help you out, like retweeting and stuff. Cause your art is amazing, man. Basically, yeah, you know what I mean? Damn, why is my Microsoft Edge so slow? There's definitely something wrong. Nice, Malosi. And you lost your bet, Hyde? A bet? When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. Let me... There you go. And I bet you could remember what he liked, even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. Oh! It was a bait and switch, eh? At a place of my choosing. Thanks, Baghdad. I'll be sure to shout you out on Twitter and B-Sky as well. Honestly, it's the least I could do for all the amazing art you've made for me. You're gonna pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won any other bets in the past, Mr. Geller? Let's see. You say it, Hyde? He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah. I'm this close to be able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why won't you? I'll rub it in your face. Whoa! I'm just joking. 5 AM Malosi. Hey. Rubbing it in my face, eh? That's... Sorry. I'm so immature. Hey, it's Lua! I'm on the plot and storyboard stage right now, so I don't know when I'll be done. Oh, Carlina wasn't that bad. Always sending my messages through. Always sending my messages through. You know what I mean? Come on, Carolina wasn't that sus, was it? Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lua. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you. Especially since it had been there for a while. See, I love everyone using the cat. Can we get some cats in chat, please? Can we get some cats in chat? Very nice, very nice. Yeah. That cat might as well be my mascot. Be strict. Huh. We ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. Hey guys, sup? Yeah, we love the cats. We love the meow meows. The meow meows are adorable. It's you in cat form. Perhaps. You know what's funny though? I used my face as a base to draw the cat. I'm pretty sure. So when you look at the cat, you kind of are looking at a cat version of me. Which I find hilarious, actually. I love that. It's actually perfect. I used my face. I used my VTuber face to draw the cat, so it's like perfect. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright. You're kind of fun to watch. How are things with you two, by the way? I will personally shit in the slippers of anyone who doesn't like cats. Let me just type down my response. Same here. Same here. We appreciate cats and we love cats. Yeah. It is hilarious. Oh, you totally. Oh, you're totally fine, Lua. What would you like, Lua? Me? I spent the whole day talking in meetings and presentations, so I have a bit of a sore throat. Do you? Sorry, I'm joking. Is there anything you'd recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. I'd like a lemon and honey drink. Chocolate, lemon, honey. Don't worry, I got you. I got you. Lemon, honey, it's all the same to me. There you go. Some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost recovery. Thanks, Dr. Malosi. You know, Dr. Malosi doesn't sound so bad, eh, Dr. Hyde? Dr. Malosi sounds nice. Sorry, I'm joking. Would you guys like me to turn the volume up, or is this the perfect sound, guys? Is this the perfect sound for you guys? Ah, this is truly lovely. Just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's going all according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making, and part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Speaking of cup of tea, let's have a drink of my coffee. So I'm glad the okay. Thank you, Perlene. Just wanted to double check. Thank you. Once it hits the hour mark, I'm gonna get another coffee. You've probably gathered that Bai and I have stopped fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days, and honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bai well. He suggests all these things he'd think I'd like, and I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful he's trying to please me, but I get annoyed instead. And then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed, which makes me even more annoyed. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we acted rationally. We only got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. Things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if you figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first, I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making at my job is taking a toll, of course. It's a bit hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Sorry guys, if I tend to get off the script, then that's my bad. For some reason, I'm just like not looking. I'm not looking. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. Hold on guys. Give me a second. I'm just gonna grab a blanket. I'm gonna grab a blanket, chat, and I'm gonna put it on my back because the fan in my room is going off. And while I do like staying cool, I would much prefer streaming a bit cozy, so I'm okay. I'm good. I got one of my fur blankets, and I just put my fur blanket around my back, like all around my shoulders and stuff. So now I'm actually like cozy. I love this. Like my blanket is like on my bed, and then I pulled like half of it over my office chair. So now it's just covering my shoulders and my back, which is nice. It's very nice. So cozy. Okay, let me grab a pillow. Okay, I'm grabbing a pillow now. I'm putting it on my lap. This will be the same approach I take after the hour when I grab another coffee. This is like my cozy position now. My gamer cozy position. I don't want Bai to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though, but I'm realizing that might not even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. And I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bai, but the way we're planning it, I don't know. At this point, you might fall asleep in that chair. You know, I very well could. I very well could, Curleen. I very well could. You know what's interesting about it though? I bet I could like set up my whole office chair as like a pseudo bed for me, which would be interesting. But then my back would get too curved. And then, you know, I'll be curved Malosi. Been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There are always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great. This is what I want. But now it all feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiance that? Bro, just tell your fiance, bro. Listen. He's like venting about it, but then he's just like, just tell him. And she's just like, oh my gosh, why didn't I think of that? I think it's why Sam, when I was talking to Sam about the game, yeah, curved Malosi wouldn't be good. Yeah, hunchback Malosi, where I'm like curved forward, my whole friggin' spinal cord is curved forward. That would be awkward. What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Listen, Lua, he's your husband. Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget. That's how you communicate. That's up to how you communicate, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We've been through so much. You all know that. I remember. I played the first game. I know your issues. This is supposed to be our special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bai wants to honor that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't. Or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much about what the other thinks, instead of working out on your own wants and needs. Shrimp posture. Indeed, shrimp posture indeed. Also, Squid, what are you doing here? You're at lunch, right? If your lunch is over, then I don't want you to get distracted by my stream. Hey, what are you doing? Get back to work, Squid. No distractions. No distractions from my stream. I mean, I don't want you getting distracted by my stream. Yeah, I think I worded it right. I'm not too sure. Basically, I don't want you Failing? No, not failing. Getting caught at work because you were busy watching the amazing Malosi streams, which I appreciate. I appreciate. I appreciate. I do. I do. But you know, I don't want you losing your job over it, you know what I mean? You think it's Squid out? No! Depends on Squid's job. True, true. I'm sorry, Squid. I'm patting your head right now, Squid. I'd like to apologize. Yeah. If you think you could do it safely, Squid, if you think you could do it safely, then you do it. I mean, yeah, I'm worried about you guys. I don't want you guys... I don't want you guys, like, you know, losing your job or getting in trouble because you're watching my stream, you know what I mean? I feel really bad. I feel really bad. What do you think it means when you honor your partnership? Celebrate it properly for starters? Right. And who are you in that partnership with? Now there's the big question. I believe you've met him. The blonde guy with puppy eyes? Right, I'm glad you remember that. Because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friend who got married. And the strangers who put wedding pictures online. Sorry, I just had to reread that. There you go. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make... I can't talk. It's 6 AM. I don't know why I can't talk. Have it in trainers at fast food joint. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint, if that's what you like. Wow. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. Or like McDonald's. Right. Okay guys, I have to go. Maybe I'll come back later, but for now, bye-bye. Bye Baghdad. Bye Baghdad. Thank you so much for coming to stream. Thank you so much. There you go. I gotta send the message in there as well. Just in case I yap too much. Nice when everyone comes over from across the world to watch my stream. Yeah, we love that cat. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. What the fuck is the issue? Oh my god, if they okay, never mind. Sorry for swearing, chat. But when you think about it from Hyde's point of view, it sounds like this girl thinks that her family doesn't approve, but like, they've been nothing but supportive the whole time. Bye, Baghdad. They maybe do, or maybe you just think they do. Exactly. I mean, she's an adult. She's been with this guy for years. Obviously, they probably would have come to terms already that they're going to get married eventually. The only way to find out, though, is to talk to them. Because Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. Oh, exactly. You can't just, I'm not saying to disinvite everyone or to fight with them or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. Exactly. I mean, you have a literal husband who got exiled from his family just to be with you. The least of your worries should be putting other people's needs above both of yours right now, especially so close to the wedding. I really shouldn't, should I? You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Honestly, if it gets so stressful, she should just friggin' invite only her parents and maybe like her siblings, her first siblings, and not step siblings or cousins. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. That's what I'm thinking, a therapist or a psychiatrist. Dr. Hyde. That's actually really smart. Hyde as a therapist is pretty cool though. When you'd get advice from him, you'd know it wouldn't be like, I think you need to go, drink a lot of water, do some stretches, and you should recover. Your mind should recover. No, Dr. Hyde is going to give you solid advice. And whenever you have a session with Hyde, you have to come to Coffee Talk. You have to come to my coffee place, Hyde. And then you just talk to your client at Coffee Talk. I love it. B, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. What? Come on. Are you looking for change? Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent. Wants to leave a mark. Wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Is there any way you could make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer. And she wanted to take her own pictures. She got a studio, lugged the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup. Then she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I hadn't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with two lenses. Was it something like that? Yup, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And also because it was a slower experience, something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I started doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more, but something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep. Most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing, and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time, and we kinda got friendly. We got kinda friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. Fooled around, shot some random stuff, and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes with the territory. But as for pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them, was like watching a magic ritual. And her portrait, when she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She was used to being on the other side of the camera. And it was the first time she really liked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or launch into some soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. No, I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'd be doing both of us a solid. Go on then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently, but apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. It's what you said. It captures the light beautifully, and it's more a personal, slower approach. Maybe you could try that? Who? Me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. You didn't hear my voice crack, you didn't hear it. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Ah well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. But be perfect for you, come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental and love to chat people up. You solve all the bridesmaids' dramas and offend the parents. Most importantly, you do something for these people that they'll never really forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. Okay. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Luan. So let me drink my coffee. Alright. I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. That career in the mafia is really looking up. Haha, you're hopeless. I'm falling asleep on my chair now, so I'm gonna head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. I hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Good night, Lua. Good night, Malosi. Good night, guys. See you later. Good night, you two. You're staying here, eh? Wow. Interesting. Here we go again. The last one sitting. Normally this would be your cue to kiss me, but I don't swing that way at 5 AM. Indeed. Proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer idea. It's ridiculous, right? I think it's perfect for you, actually. It's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. Sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And do you like being around people, don't you? I do, sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking a first step into forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way. And then the next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone, to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, families, lovers, But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And there's still them. No, there's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know, the one time I tried, it didn't really work out. But do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed to me that marriage and the like, it's never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build other relationships that work much better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it, willing to share their lives so closely, even for most of them, it won't pan out. There's something beautiful there. You know all that, then, you must also know that it's something worth celebrating, and something worth helping other people celebrate. I need to pack a box before sleeping? Yo, no worries at all, Sugar. If you gotta go, Sugar, and pack your box, it's no worries at all. Thank you so much for coming in, Sugar. I appreciate you for coming in. You have a good night, you have a good... You have a good night, okay, Sugar? Thank you so much for coming in. You have a good night. Rest well and sleep well, okay? Take care. Thank you for coming in, Sugar. I'll see you next time. See you next time. You're a tricksy one, Malosi. Alright, see ya, Sugar. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for coming in. And I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde. And I meant to say, I appreciate our one-on-one chats. I hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's plenty comfortable. For sure. Of course Hyde would like it. I think Hyde specifically would like it because, you know. I wonder if there's any updates to Microsoft Edge. I might have a quick look. Since we're just here. No worries, have a good lurk, Curleen. Thank you, Curleen. Have a good lurk. And enjoy your lurk, Curleen. Enjoy your lurk. And that will be my cue to manage my cookies. That would be my cue to go on here and delete some cookies, because some of these cookies are a bit... I'm currently looking through a lot of my cookies on like the very big ones. ChatGPT.com. How would my YouTube be connected to it? There you go, that's better. Oh no, my YouTube! My YouTube! I didn't just sign myself out, did I? Yeah, I gotta figure out why my literal everything is lagging right now. I don't really know why it's lagging so much. Why don't I go to my most recent cookies, eh? I think I'll find the source of it there. My most last modified how to keep thing. Have a look for a Scorp tick. Get rid of all this. I got rid of Scorp tick. That was quick. Erendal card. ESPN. Evers tick. Ewan.oza. Speedia. Easy Zip. Probably Facebook as well. I don't wanna. Getting rid of all these cookies aren't nice. Very nice. Yeah, each time I do it, I'm just like clearing out more and more. Eventually my feed is just gonna get very, very empty, which will be nice. It's always nice to see, chat. It's always nice to see. me check the connection of my internet. I guess I won't look into it so far. I probably don't need dark mode. This health mode is helping out a lot. Well, not really. Huh. It's kind of not working. It actually got worse. I'll definitely look it up later. I gotta figure out what's lagging this out so much. At least I'll do it after stream. Pretty comfortable for sure. Besides, well, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? Looks like Lucas got stuck somewhere. Thank goodness Gala's from a long-living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do, eventually. The world will change 100 times. Technology will die out. New technologies will come. I will feel again the way I feel now. In a century, maybe two. And Lua and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will. Am I right, Malosi? Ah, shit, I think he knows. That is very perceptive of you, Mr. Hyde. Grown to know me quite well. It's only fair that I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that, to continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. So he figured me out, eh? Not bad. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, I'm going to browse for some film cameras. Aw, that's so sweet. I love that. Because can't wait for Coffee Talk 3. I can't wait. Imagine in a future game, right? In a distant future, Hyde's still here and the barista's still here. What's the worst that can happen? Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hyde, but some of us will. Back at it again, guys. We're back. New image recognition. Tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. Good evening. So warm, it's so warm. So cozy in the morning. I love it. Good evening. Ah, officer, welcome. Hey, Malosi, how are you doing? Officer? Oh, sorry. Let's say you're like, where's my, you got my lighter? Why did I close that? Sorry about that, chat. Let me grab my Twitch as well. I forgot to put it in self-promo everywhere, but rest assured, it is being done as we speak. And my neck is a bit sore, but I think I'll get by. And my neck's a bit sore, but I think I'll get by. I always do. It could be worse. Maybe I'll advertise on that place in the later in the future. Eh? Maybe another day. Huh. That's interesting to see. I'll advertise in that place one day. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries, work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Malosi. What happened? Well, never-ending workplace issues aside, things are getting weirder by the minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth. Are you talking about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage from the last couple of days. I see. How'd that go? Did the cameras manage to catch anything? Yes and no. The infrared's caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything, like rats or cats. But neither fits with what I heard on the scene. The footsteps, you know. The laughter. Come to think of it, sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can beasts giggle? Not that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. But what's next? I have some ideas, but they're wild theories at that point. In short, I'm stumped. Really? You know, Malosi, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Riona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see? What about them? As it turns out, fairies was just an umbrella term for many types of beings. Anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at the time were referred to as such. Oh, Does that mean banshees are a part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yes. Apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts. I see. What do you mean, I see? Eh? Does that sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But, come on. Ghosts don't exist. Yeah? Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. This tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world even. Sometimes literally. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird around here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own picadillos. True that. If you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason you're so afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. Really? That's a long story. Afraid to talk about anyway. I have. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? Digestion is a very powerful thing, Malosi. That's all I'm willing to share. For now. Okay. Thanks for sharing, man. I appreciate it. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So is my daughter. They're like my opposites. Very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. It's just with my time as a compagnon, unknown variables usually mean trouble. That makes sense, yeah, it does make sense, yeah. They're the kind of people who could see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know that Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zenness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think he almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. I'm sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, Malosi, you've seen my lighter, right? I'd say I'm pretty well acquainted with it now, yeah. My bad. That thing was originally my grandpa's. He brought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged due to a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. Ah. At the time, he was living right across. He couldn't walk far. so it's a good location for him with all the veteran sports nearby and all. Now, about that street. See, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes, he'd go up and hang out with the street vendors. There were all kinds of beings there, along with their pets, from all walks of life. That's why he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. Can you take a guess at what it is? You mean Bourne Street? Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me right away. But when I went through his files, and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. And you know what? He brought the lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. I know, the same street all those fairies were at? That's where Georgie's grandpa was at. Are you sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way they're just coincidence, Malosi. Everything lining up too perfectly if you ask me. Uh-oh. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Then my luck just started tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Just tons of weird stuff happened in the past week alone, you see. That one thing led to another. My team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of that case? Me. Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron, the dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't even have remembered on my own. Right. And now we know why I kept losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Tell me. If you list them all in order like that, I'm telling you, Malosi, that place is calling for me. That case was made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They make me question everything I've ever known, you know? But I've always thought you were pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Not when it comes to supernatural stuff. Because we don't know what's real and what's not. That is true, that is true. What will they do? Will they hurt us? Do they bring us bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe you should take a day off and catch up on your sleep. Huh? What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patient of mine suggested a documentary to watch. Yeah? The focus was on interesting drinks from around the world. You could find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh? It is something like a protection drink. It's made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Huh. Protection from what, though? From evil spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit? Ah, gotcha. But Malosi, even if the whole situation is haunted, there shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the drink needs to be lit up. I just think your lighter might give it the extra magic boost it needs. Compared to just using a regular flame, I mean. What are you going to make me anyways? Nah, I trust you. Here. It exudes an interesting feel. Alright, let's do this. Coffee, honey, lemon, lighter. Whoa, look at that drink. Whoa. That drink's on fire. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my gosh. Bro, drinking that, man, that's sick. That is cool. Alright, Chris Tucker, it's time to drink. Oh wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yeah. Yep, this is special, just for you. So don't tell anybody. Roger that. Here you go. Oof, be careful. Dang, Malosi, this is really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. I'll take responsibility if anything happens. Ha. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry for bothering you with all this stuff, Malosi. You're fine. You're fine. You even made me this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I'm always happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man, at least with crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. Huh? Oh! Detective McQueen. Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Who's this guy? McQueen? Is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. It is you. Its prices keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. Who the hell's Detective McQueen? Let me look him up. That is a cool drink. Detective McQueen. Oh, that's a game. Let's see the game. I'll show it on stream, just so you guys can see as well. Let's cover that. Let's cover this. The Dark Side Detective. So this guy's got his own game, eh? Let's have a look. Welcome to Twin Lakes. Detective game, grab your Chincho, Sixth Sense. Ah. Interesting. Interesting. I'll think about that game a lot more, eh? Interesting, though. That is interesting. He's from his own spin-off game, guys. More or less. We're brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I'm meant to say brunch buddies in the same serious tone. I know, man. You're on in your own video game soon. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel ya. I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both of your words for it. Good. Because I don't like to talk about it. So what brings you here, detective? Surely it's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? You need to bust a ghost? He needs to bust a ghost. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm a child. I'm sorry. I'm a child, guys. I'm sorry. Well, busting might be a bit much. Sorry. I was just talking to Malosi about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I admit I got a little spooked. I didn't even finish the dialogue. God damn it. Ah, I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It even pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times, it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Now there's the big question. Your cases, man. I'd have probably lost all of my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much, and when I do think about it, it's who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, you're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We're investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat. Couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exercise the place, right? But the husband, he's caught wind and he's retreated into the basement. I won't get into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All his stuff is still there. It's hard, I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs to try and coax him out. Bam, next minute all this romantic music is playing, and the whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. And before I knew what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel and he's behind me and... Wait. Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh. Maybe? We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. The story must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Who's that? What? Hey, detective? Hey, people I don't know. Hello. Did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see the crumbs stuck to your face. That's just the rain. SPT TLPD. It's very gritty rain. You're feeling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up though. You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So, what I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey. Ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Dooley? No idea, never met one. You stopped the ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. See, you don't need to be scared of them, easy. There you go, I guess. Sorry that wasn't much help. Nah, what you said, they're just like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. I'll be right back, chat. Alright, I'm back. That took way too long. Sorry, chat. Anyways, let's continue. Exactly, they used to be alive, just like us. As long as they don't try to possess, eat, and violently murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them, feel their culture, listen to their issues, and spectral whales. Treat them like any other person. See what's on the inside. Those guys were interesting. That was quite something. Looks like my good luck is back. Huh. Guys, it's as good as time as any to, I guess end stream? Yeah. I'm gonna go check some Wi-Fi issues, but again, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. And, I'll see you guys next time.